Look, it did it again.
Hello, everyone.
How did that do that again?
Hello.
Oh my
It's me
goodness.
and my sister. We're back. We're back.
Tired,
Popular
but
demand.
back. We went to bed at 7:30 in the morning. Oh, I'm so beat. But nice to see you. Peace be with you. Thank you for coming. She is going to be taking off on Sunday, so she leaves today. And we just wanted to thank you for yesterday and last night for joining us. And please, please, please do go on YouTube. Please, 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 please subscribe. It will help this channel so much. And please do like and hit that notification button so you'll get videos as they come along. Like I said yesterday, we're going to do a lot of work and different projects as they come along. But yesterday we were trying to tell you more or less our spirituality and what went down in our little journey yesterday, and basically what we encountered. We encountered a lot,
Yes,
and we're
we did.
going to be over and analyzing these pictures to blow some of spots up and explain them, and then we will put them on the podcast for you guys, and hopefully you can see what we see. But if you don't see, we believe that if it isn't meant for you to see it, then you won't see it, because if you're chosen, you'll see it. You'll see exactly what we'll be putting down on the post of the videos and the pictures. But Donna's going to be leaving on Sunday. I need a cup of coffee. So while she reads you these two portions, they're not chapters. She's just going to give you some feedback of the book. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee so I can wake up because I am so tired. And these, don't forget, this book you can actually get on her website. She'll tell you all the information and get the book, and trust me, it's a wing dinger. Mine will be out probably by the beginning of March. At least that's what I'm trying to do. And enjoy. I am going to go get a cup of coffee, sis. Do you need something like tea? You want some tea?
Some water.
Some water? Okay, not a problem. These are true stories, and what the little not chapters, but the little two portions that she's going to give you was basically from an experience that we both went through. Boy, I'll tell you, you just don't understand the connection between me and this lady, and how we just become so powerful and connected,
spiritual connected,
and it's just whew, I can't even explain it.
So I'm going to go on to my book, Visions of God's Glory. The chapter is very spiritual. It's called the urn. I'm gonna give you a little splidget about it. On September 1990, my mother-in-law took ill, and she had a massive stroke, and she was paralyzed from the waist down. So me and my husband, we took all of her belongings and we put them in our house. We had to put her in a nursing home because she was bedridden. We both had full-time jobs. We wanted to take care of her, but we thought that was the best option at the time. So we wind up putting her in a nursing home. And then we wind up putting all of her personal, we sold some of her personal, like her furniture and stuff, but her personal belongings, we took them to our home and we stored them in the storage closet in our living room. So at the time, I did not know what was in the closet. So I came home one day after work, working the long hours, and I was traveling back and forth. I worked at the hospital and I was traveling back and forth. And I came home one day and I walked in and I got this eerie feeling. It was like a cold chill that just went through my body. And I walked towards the living room, through the kitchen to the living room, and I see my brother-in-law. And he was at the table. He was sitting on the couch at the coffee table. And I looked and I said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm playing with Clarence." And I'm like, "What?"
He was a little intoxicated, though.
He was not in his right state of mind. I think he was a little intoxicated. I'm not sure, but he was not in the right frame of mind then. So I looked at him and I said, "What are you doing?" And all I seen was ashes and bones spreaded out the table. And I said, "Oh my God, what have you done?" And I grabbed my face and I walked back and I told my husband, "Something's not right." I felt it in my spirit. Not knowing that all the time the urn was in our storage closet. And he wound up getting it out and he wanted to open it, which you're never supposed to open urns. Urns are supposed to be up high,
They're also
sealed,
very sacred.
and
They're
never
a resting
supposed
place,
to
just
be
like a
disturbed. It's like a resting place, like you're resting,
like it's
like
a
you're not
graveyard.
supposed to at the graveyard. You're not supposed to dig up the grave and to rest and interrupt your loved one's peace.
Exactly.
That's the
You're not
resting
even
place.
supposed to walk over a grave. It's not good.
So at that time, I was determining my spirituality, and I was learning myself as a chosen one. So I told my husband, I said, "Something's not right," and ever since then, stuff started happening. One night my husband went to work and I heard cabinets slamming and doors jingling, keys jingling like somebody's coming in the door, and I'm thinking it's my husband. Go downstairs, yelled to the top of the stairs, called him, and at one time he answered. Well, I thought that was him. Went downstairs, there was nobody there. Then it was another time I came home and I was expecting my friend Lydia to come over. We had been through a lot, and I was telling her certain things that was happening in my
That
house.
was actually like in the beginning of our relationship as sisters.
In my
We
home.
Yeah, we were only like maybe 3 years
And we only
into our
knew each
relationship.
other just an ample amount of time, about 3 years. So we just was learning each other too.
Yeah.
And she was new to her spirituality too. So then I told her everything that was going on, about the keys jingling, about the cabin slamming, and about every time I went to the bathroom, it felt like somebody was looking at me. And I just had this feeling, it was just an eerie feeling. So I spoke to her about it. So she said to me, "You need your house spiritually cleansed." And I said to her, "Okay." She said, "I can't do it, but I will find somebody that can do it." So she said, "I'll be over later and we'll talk about it." Well, mind you, I'm sitting down in the living room. I had opened my front door because I had a screen door and I had a regular door. So I opened the regular door and I locked the screen door in case she came, I would hear her in the living room. So I went in the living room, sat down, turned on the TV, was watching TV. So I'm waiting for her to come. I'm waiting and listening for her to come. In the meanwhile, I dropped the remote control. I picked it up and the TV turned off, so I turned it back on. So I'm watching TV. All of a sudden, I can see the dining room and in the kitchen through my living room. And I see someone peeking at me from the side of the wall.
Shadow person.
And it was a shadow, a dark shadow, and it kept peeking. And every time I looked at it, it hid. Then all of a sudden, it walked in towards me in the living room. And it took my breath. He was a tall, dark, he's a tall, dark man, and it was a dark shadow. All I know is that my mouth flew open and he took my breath. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't speak. I was frozen. I did not know anything. The only thing I remember is Lydia coming in and saying, Donna, I heard someone calling my name, and it was Lydia. She came in, she said, Donna, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? And she began to shake me, and she woke me up out of the trance that I was in.
What a lot of people don't realize is that when you're an empathist and you are a shaman and you are a healer, you could go in to any supermarket and pass by somebody and heal them and not even know it. And because I was so young into my spirituality, not knowing that I was a chosen one, and back in those days we understood certain things and we knew certain things to be true, but when you're young you really don't realize the potential you have, the spirituality, the frequency that you have connecting to your chakras in the universe, and you don't understand any of that. So for me to acknowledge that she was because when I walked in, she was standing there and she looked frozen, like if somebody had stopped you down and just turned off a switch or something. You just there. And by me grabbing her and shaking her and saying, Donna, wake up, that's when the energy from me went into her and actually brought her back. But this entity, he had us one afternoon. He had us in this stairs in front of your house, sitting out there, nervous as heck.
That's when everything
because
happened.
I wasn't the warrior I am today. It basically doesn't scare me. That's my life today. I understand it. I also understand and acknowledge that I have a lot of powers and I'm connected. Like, I have no joke behind me. And that I found out over the years, and she's even seen it.
Okay,
like we
so
were telling you yesterday, when we were outside, our men came up and they're like, "What you doing sitting the hell out? We ain't going the hell in there. We ain't doing that."
He ran us out.
He actually shook us that bad, and he was a eerie entity, but he wasn't a bad man. Like, he wasn't a bad man, and I had so many different guides and ancestors to stand behind me that I at times don't even realize the things that are going on. They just like instant. There's something that just happens. Like the time that we were in Brixton that I was trying to tell them yesterday about, and we were at the liquor store and we went inside to get liquor. We hadn't seen each other for a long time. We were gonna, we once in a while we get together and we just have this girl time. You feel me? And we, like yesterday, it was hilarious yesterday. But we're coming out of the liquor store, and there's these three Mexicans. There's these three Mexican dudes, and they're I had a GMC truck, and they're at my tires that I just got, and they have wrenches, and they're trying to steal the tires, right? But my dad raised a warrior. That's who I am. She can tell you I'm instant. I'm instant. I don't try to be superwoman by no means. I know my skills. I know what I'm about, but it's like this energy. I can't even explain it. You've seen it so many darn times that I'll be there and I'd be like, did that really freaking happen? Did that just really freaking happen? And she'd be like, yeah, girl. Like, yeah. I don't know what entered inside of me. It was like this being came up inside of me, and I said, "Wait here, Donna," and I give her the bag. Now there's 3 dudes. There's 3 dudes. This is the God's honest truth.
3 Mexicans.
3 Mexican dudes, okay?
And I'm shaking. I'm scared because she running after 3 men.
I took off
and
after
I'm
them.
like,
You
oh
darn right.
my God, no, Lydia,
You darn
they're
right.
gonna kill
But
you.
it's like I said, I didn't know what had happened to me. I just get like this spirit inside of me, and that sucker turns into the beast of beast. Now listen, I run to the back of the liquor store is a car wash. They run into a bend of the car wash, and as I'm coming up around the corner, one turns around. The other 2 look like they seen Godzilla coming in through that darn car wash. Like they looked fearful, like they saw something behind me, something that they
scared them off.
Scared them off. They dropped the wrenches.
They were running past me.
They dropped the wrenches. One of them said, oh no. He said, desculpa. In Mexican and Spanish, that's like, excuse me, I'm sorry, you feel me? And I'm like, before I even start, I'm gonna whoop your damn ass. Look, when I start running after them, they run past Donna. And they run inside the liquor store. I'm good. They run inside the liquor store. And they're so scared at this point. They look like they seen a monster. They really did. And I go inside and I say to the guy in the liquor store, I says, you know these son of a bitches? And Donna's standing behind me. She's like, oh my
head
God,
like,
what is happening here?
What's going on?
And he says, no, why? I said, call the cops because I'm about to have you guys arrested. He said, please, please, please. In Spanish, he says, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. That guy behind you was big. He was large. And I said, I looked at Donna and I said, what the hell is he talking about? And she looked at me and she says,
what guy?
What guy? Like, what are you talking about? He said, el hombre, el alto. He was huge, right? He was huge. And I said, how huge? He said, grande. I said, like 6 foot? No, grande. And I'm like, what's he seeing, a giant? I'm just like, what the heck? He said, perdona, disculpa, por favor, déjalo ir. I said, yo, just get out of here. Just get out of here. He said, they're drunk. I said, no, they're not. They're scared. They when they saw me and they saw that there was somebody chasing them.
They came to get something to drink, but their motive was to get those rims while we was inside of the liquor store.
I don't know what they saw behind me, but those guys were so shook. They were so shook. I mean, I ain't never seen somebody so scared.
So when I went back there trying to get her, they come running past me. And I'm looking like, what the hell? What happened? She said, I scared them off.
But then I realized.
I scared them off. You're recording this, Donna.
I realized, that it wasn't me. It was my guides. And that's not the only time that's happened. Like, that's not the only time that's happened. This woman see me do some stuff, and then I'll be like, what just happened? Like, what just happened? She'd be like, I don't know.
You don't know the
I have
things
no
I've
idea.
seen and witnessed.
Her husband be like, I understand now we're chosen ones. He says, but you put us through the ringer. I'll be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't my intention. But go about that spirit, that entity that was in that house was crazy. He did a lot of stuff. He shook me up. He shook you up. That day where they found us the heck outside, we refused to go the hell in. The guys had to literally convince us to go inside, and the whole night. And they saw stuff too. It wasn't just us. They saw stuff too. Mm-hmm. And God be like, what is going on?
That's it.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yes. So spirits are real. Okay.
They're very real. We are spirit.
Yes.
That's what we are originally.
The dead is not going to hurt you. It's the living you have to worry about. Dogs are jinns. They see things we don't see. They see spirits. You never see them in the graveyard because they hear the spirits talking, and they'll let you know if a spirit is in your house. You just gotta watch them.
Yep.
You just gotta watch their move. They'll see one and they'll look at it. You just gotta watch them. Part of that chapter, the urn, is about my dog Andy too. He went missing, and we didn't know what happened to him. During the time where I didn't know the urn was in the closet, he kept sniffing. He kept sniffing by that door, and he would run. And I'm like, why does he keep sniffing by that door? But that was it. It was the urn in the closet. He was letting me know that he was there, that it was in there. But at the time, I was not thinking. I was not even. I wasn't comprehending it. I wasn't focused on what I was feeling and seeing. I was feeling it, but I didn't want to believe it. But as a believer, there's some things that you don't want to believe. But when you see things, you have to see things to believe them. Believing is seeing. Seeing is believing. So once you get that insight, and once God gives you that discernment, you will know what I'm talking about. But until you get that, you might think I'm crazy. You might think, okay, oh, she just making stuff up. Yeah. No. I've witnessed all this. My book is truth. There's all truth and facts. These chapters, actually, things happen to me. So, that being said, we got to tap into our spirituality. We know who we are. Sometimes you have to find out who you are. I had to do it. I'm pretty sure many of you have to do it also. And once you do, you will see what I mean. You'll see how powerful you are. God has chosen all of us here for a purpose and a plan. And it's up to us to fulfill his purpose. So,
pretty much.
Lydia, she's a living proof. Don't underestimate her. You need to believe what she says because it's truth. Okay? I can go on and on and on. I can't share everything. But
that would mess us up.
But
in due time.
You will see. In her book that's coming out, in my book that's coming out, and I'm writing 2 more books.
Yeah, there
will be coming out. I can't.
There's
I'm not
a lot of
things
in this world that are unexplainable, and that's why I named the book Unexplainable. There's a lot of things in this world that young chosen ones can't comprehend. They can't understand. They are in their shadow work. They're in the lessons that they have to learn. But when you get to our age, like we're both in our 60s, and when you get to our age, you know more or less. When you awaken, and you awaken to the point where you realize you are not your normal everyday person. Like, I can definitely tell when I'm getting ready to channel with someone. I have a feeling, and it's a strong feeling of empathy, and I feel everything. I can pass by a house and know if it's haunted.
Could you send me the address?
So, yeah,
you
it's
still at the house?
yeah, it's it's deep. But we're definitely going to do some big and exciting storylines. We're going to do some history buffs. We're going to explore different religions. We're going to more or less bring to you whatever I can possibly bring to you to explain the spiritual realm of our world and what exists in this world that most people don't understand. And a lot of them can't help themselves with. So that's what we're here for. And that's what my army of angels are here for. I have a crew of amazing people. They'll leave you speechless. And I have a crew of loyal and intelligent spiritualists. And looking for more to join our army of angels. But in the meantime, thank you for joining us for these last sessions that we had with Donna. I'll be bringing other people on and talking about different experiences and what certain things are. We'll be doing a segment on chakras. We'll be doing a segment on meditation. We'll be doing a segment on cleansing of your homes, and we'll be doing a section of evil entities and evil dark spirits and what people intend as spells, because words are spells as well. You have to be very careful in what you speak about yourself and others. I'm guilty of that, and I had to learn the hard way. I'm a high level chosen one, and I can do a lot of damage unintentionally, because I believe in God, and I believe in his strength and his realm, and he's blessed me with so many different things that I got to realize sometimes I can't bring all my energy out. I got to call it back, and I got to relax, because I can do some damage. But my friends, thank you so much. Peace be with you, and may the universe give you what you all desire, and may God continue to bless you. In the meantime, please, please, please do subscribe. I'm trying to go on live, and I am trying to bring this family of fans and friends and people that want to learn about our spiritual realm together. After this week, I'll be bringing also a reading in. I'm going to do an energy reading. I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 energy readings a month, but I didn't get to do it for Capricorn, and I didn't get to do it for the collective. I did do the collective, but I didn't get to do anything else because there's just been a lot going on. But it's clearing out. So please, please, please do subscribe. And thank you very much for your loyal comments and your loyalty and your support. I love you much. My heart is with you. I love you all. And take care of yourselves. And we'll see you again. Bye.